Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, former President Donald Trump is rallying his supporters after pleading not guilty to criminal charges. We'll have a breakdown of what comes next in the case.
Taiwan's president made a historic visit to the U.S. this week, but the visit was not without political risk. We take a look at how the visit could impact both Taiwan and the U.S. relationship with China.
Plus, our First Alert Weather Day coverage continues as we track strong to severe thunderstorms already moving into Kentucky, moving into the region tonight. The very latest is Mountain News at 5:30. Starts now.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley.
And I'm Olivia Calfee. A First Alert Weather Day is in place as strong to severe storms are possible later tonight. Let's head over to First Alert meteorologist Evan Hatter. He is tracking the very latest. Evan?
And that's right, Olivia. We continue to watch strong to severe thunderstorms push into our west. Our First Alert Weather Day continues. The level 2 risk for our western counties. They have the best threat of seeing damaging winds, some high water issues, and a low threat for a spin-up tornado. The marginal risk for everybody else. Here's where the storms are now. Not much here in the mountains, but look out to the west. We continue to see the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorm watch out in central Kentucky until 10 o'clock comes up to our western border. And this is what we say when we say an isolated spin-up tornado. If these storms continue on the current path, we're talking places like Keavy by the 7 o'clock hour, places like Jackson close to 7:30, and over towards Middlesboro and Pikeville as we head towards 7:30 and 8 o'clock. And this is what we say when we talk about a isolated spin-up tornado. This is the only tornado warning on this line. This is northwest of the state capitol, but it's all part of this complex of storms as it goes away. It's all part of this complex of storms that's moving to the east at 65 miles per hour and producing the potential for 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. Around the region, it's hot. We broke a record at Jackson today, 86 the temperature, 87 the current temperature at Jackson, and we'll continue to see gusty winds 30 to 35 miles per hour as we head through the evening. Guys, I'll have the very latest coming up in just a little bit of where the storms are and where they're headed and when we finally calm down. Olivia?
All right, thank you. Like Evan mentioned, we are in a First Alert Weather Day, which means now is the time to make sure you and your family are prepared.
There are several things you can do now to prepare, including making a plan of where you and your family would meet if you were to get separated, and pack a severe weather kit. Now, items you can include in that are a flashlight with extra batteries, a weather radio, a battery-operated radio, a first aid kit, and portable chargers for your mobile devices. And of course, use that QR code there on your screen to download the WYMT First Alert Weather app, so you'll get all of the updates if severe weather does in fact roll across the region. Former President Donald Trump is facing an unprecedented challenge, defending himself in criminal court while running for president at the same time.
CBS's Nicole D'Antonio has more from Washington.
Former President Trump's run for the White House may have actually been boosted by his indictment on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records.
He has more support now than he ever had.
A senior advisor for Trump tells CBS News the charges give Trump a leg up politically. The campaign has raised millions of dollars in recent days, even offering a T-shirt with a fake mugshot.
What they're doing to Trump, targeting him, is to stop him from running. They think they're going to take him out, but what it's doing is it's just making him stronger.
Trump responded on social media Wednesday morning, saying the people see what's going on and will not allow it to continue. Tremendous spirit right now in the Republican Party. But we're still 10 months out from the first votes being cast in the 2024 Republican primaries, and not everyone is happy with the former president.
No one is above the law. He certainly should be arrested or arraigned for all of the mistakes and lies and prejudices that he's caused in our country.
Trump's lawyers say they will try to get the case dismissed long before the voters go to the polls.
Is it a motion to dismiss for prejudicial pretrial publicity? I mean, is there a place in America, but particularly, is there a place in New York where Donald Trump can get a fair trial? That will be the argument of the defense.
Trump's next court appearance is set for December 4th. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Washington.
Trump will be on the road campaigning again next week when he's scheduled to speak at the NRA convention in Indianapolis.
The Biden administration wants to tighten pollution controls on coal-fired power plants. The Environmental Protection Agency is proposing a new rule that would slash mercury and other pollution from the plants by up to 70%. It would also require them to monitor emissions in real time and supply that data to the EPA. In February, the EPA finalized a decision to temporarily reestablish Obama-era pollution rules.
The White House announced today that President Biden will travel to the United Kingdom and Ireland next week. His first stop will be in Belfast, Northern Ireland, on Tuesday to mark the 25th anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement. The U.S. helped broker that agreement a quarter-century ago to bring an end to decades of sectarian violence. He will then travel to Ireland, where, according to the White House, he will discuss cooperation between the U.S. and Ireland on various global challenges.
Taiwan's president made a historic visit to California on her way home following a trip to New York and Latin America. Taiwanese officials who visit the U.S. can further deteriorate their nation's relationship with China. As CBS's Skylar Henry reports, the implications of the visit are wide-ranging.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy welcomed Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen to the Reagan Presidential Library in California Wednesday. It's the highest level meeting on U.S. soil for a Taiwanese leader in decades.
The friendship between the people of Taiwan and America is a matter of profound importance to the free world.
Tsai is hoping to shore up support for her democratic nation as the threat of a takeover from China grows larger. And she was met with a bipartisan group of lawmakers promising to stand beside her country.
The urgency of keeping the beacon of freedom shining cannot be understated.
Congress has stepped up its criticism of the Chinese Communist Party in recent months, though the Biden administration, like many before it, still wants to avoid major conflicts.
Our objective remains the same: to have peace, to have stability.
Beijing opposed the meeting and just hours earlier launched a military patrol operation in the Taiwan Strait. Last August, China's military conducted live fire exercises after former Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Tsai in Taiwan, just 100 miles from China's coast.
How high tensions are.
Isaac Stone Fish runs a China-focused risk and research company. He says these congressional meetings send a clear message.
Shows to Beijing that parts of the U.S. administration are willing to defend Taiwan in the case of a Chinese invasion.
Official U.S. policy recognizes Taiwan as a part of China, but President Biden has said he would provide military support to Taiwan if China invaded. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Taiwan produces the vast majority of advanced computer chips used in everything from smartphones to automobiles to medical equipment. The ripple effect of a potential military conflict could shut down production, limiting supply and skyrocketing prices of everyday consumer products. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, the tax deadline is approaching, and if you owe the government money, you may be looking into third-party resolution companies. What you need to know before you sign on the dotted line.
And strong to severe thunderstorm potential continues as we head into tonight, tracking the very main threats after this.